Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we'll be reviewing the most expensive Wrangler, a Wrangler that's over $100,000, and we're also going to talk about how Jeep bamboozled all of us. Before we get in this video, I want to give a huge shout out and link you to the Carl Malone Dodge Ram here in Heber for giving me some time with this Wrangler. I'll include a link to their website in the description down below. I'll also include a link to my car buying guide as well. Let's get into it. So starting under the hood, we've got the 6.4 liter Hemi V8 that goes through an 8-speed. It puts out 470 horsepower and then 470 pound-feet of torque. It's pretty cool with the gold trim. You got the 392 logo there on the side, and then we got the Hydro Guide up top. Before we move forward with this review, I do want to mention if you want to see more videos just like this, then I recommend you subscribe because I post content every single day. So I've already done a review on the not so final edition Wrangler. I do want to point out a few things on this one, or one thing in particular that makes it more expensive than other final edition Wranglers. But if you don't know, here's a quick refresh. The final edition gives you this cool little hoop there on the top of the bumper. It comes standard with the winch, and then you can see the graphic there on the hood. So it gives the front end a cool look. And then just like all 392s, we've got these giant 35-inch tall tires. You got the cool bronze there on the wheels. And then notice with the Rubicon logo and then all the trim here. And then it says Final Edition right there, actually. Fake Final Edition. Got the upgraded rock rails here. And take a few steps back. It looks cool. It's a good looking Wrangler. And then here in the back, you've got the upgraded bumper. Got the full-size spare. And then of course on the swing gate, you can see it says Final Edition here in the back too. And then, being a 24 392, well, we've got bronze stitching inside, but we've got power adjustments on the seats. But yeah, the regular 392s have red seats, whereas this, it's got the bronze. So, kind of a cool thing there. And then, popping in, got the normal Wrangler gauge cluster. We do have this bronze stitching there. There's more on the dash here as well. And then being a Rubicon, it's got front rear locking differentials, all that stuff. And the 392 does have the active exhaust, which is a cool feature. So what makes it so expensive? This button right here, because it's got the one touch. So basically, instead of having a hard top, the sun's bright, you guys get the point. It's got like a convertible sliding top that's all automatic. It's kind of a pretty cool feature. It makes it so you can do the top-down action, but a lot more convenient. And it increases the price of the final edition by quite a bit. So here's the window sticker for this 2024 final edition, and you can see the standard equipment and everything. But yeah, notice the final edition package, $8,400 on top of the base price of $91,000. But then that sky top's another $4 grand, so that brings the total MSRP on this to $106,480, which, yeah, pretty big price. Anyways, let's take it out, drive it, and talk about it. Well, let us set off in this fancy 392 final edition, and of course have the performance exhaust on. I mean, listen to this thing. Can't go wrong with a good old-fashioned, naturally aspirated, large displacement V8. Now, being a 24 Wrangler, this has all the updates of the 24. It's got the new infotainment system, which is kind of funky because even though it's a bigger screen, you'll notice that the camera view isn't any bigger. They have this like the extra part of the screen that is kind of, it's not fully superfluous. You can see it does a double screen setup, but for certain functions it is. It's kind of pointless. It's funny. But, you know, overall it's pretty cool. I don't think it was necessary in the Wrangler, but it's something that happened. Power seats, I think a lot of people like that. I personally don't care to have power seats in the Wrangler. I just don't care about power seats in general. But I know some people, that's really important. And then, you know, some other 24 changes, right? Antenna on the windshield. more sound deadening in general, so that it makes the car kind of, okay, I was like, I feel like there's a Toyota there. Yeah, more sound deadening in general, so it kind of just makes the car drive more luxurious. Like compared to my 392 that I have, my 2022, this is quieter inside. The ride quality is not too different, although they said that it kind of changed some stuff. But yeah, it's not too big of a change. I will say the biggest thing that I do notice driving it is the steering feels like it's less vague. It's still, you know, solid axle SUV, but it seems like they've somehow made it more direct, which is interesting, if you ask me. Gotta love that V8 rumble, by the way. It's so cool. You just hear the chug 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 sound. At least I think it's cool. I think it's fun. So basically, if you like the, you know, the new 392 and you want something that doesn't have a bright red interior, which me personally, not a fan of that bright red interior. I think this looks a lot cleaner. And that's what this final edition provides. But what it doesn't provide is a special edition, to an extent. Like, yes, this is technically limited and yada 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 yada, but at the same time, this isn't a real final edition. So I posted my first final edition review, and I had a bunch of people comment, hey Ben, this isn't a real final edition, right? This isn't the last version of the Wrangler. And as of me making that video, right, wasn't aware of it. Now I am, and so I want to talk about that. I think that Jeep, I mean, it's hard because they probably planned this out thinking they were going to get rid of the V8, but I think that Jeep still, regardless of planning or not, did a disservice to people, because, like, there's a lot of people that order this thinking they're getting the like, just like the Challengers and the Chargers, like this is your last chance, and then it comes in, and I'm sure some people even bought these, and now they realize that, oh, they're still going to make more of these. So I'm not really getting a final edition. I'm getting the final edition, I guess, for the 24 model year, but you're not getting the true final edition of the Wrangler. Now again, my guess is they thought they were going to have to get rid of the V8 and then probably found out that, oh, nope, they can extend it one more year, and so that's what's happening. So we'll see what happens next year, truly. But yeah, we've all been bamboozled. We've been bamboozled. And so now this is just going to turn into another Mopar special where it's got some stickers, it's got some exterior tweaks and some different stitching and a big price premium, and doesn't really, that's it. It's not really doing anything else. It's still really cool. And frankly, like I said, I wish that this is what the standard 392 looked like, because I don't understand why they went red. Because it's like the 392 is always bronze, and now it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. Regardless, it's still a cool vehicle. I guess one last thing we'll test is the Skytop One Touch. See what this is like to rock. I don't think I've, no, I have. See, I don't know if I've ever done a review with it. That takes forever to lock. But yeah, it's finally locked. That's kind of, I mean, you guys probably get wind noise in the GoPro. That's kind of cool though, it's nice. It really does give you that kind of more top-down experience. Ah, the smells of construction, right? But yeah, it does give you that more top-down experience super quick. Super quick. My one concern though about the Skytop is how reliable is that going to be, you know? I've read on some forums that people haven't had too much trouble, but it's also like, it's pretty new. It's like, is this still gonna work in like 10 years from now? Who knows about that? I will say though, it's kind of fun. So much more convenient than, I mean, even like, even taking off the two front pieces with the hardtop, it's not the worst ever. But this is way more convenient than that. I will say that. So, get you guys a little acceleration, and then we'll fully cap it off. And I guess you can hear the exhaust a little bit better. It's another fun part of it. is fun. That is fun. That's cool. So yeah, the new 392, it's more luxurious, which some of you might appreciate that. Some of you might not care. And this final edition gives you the 392 interior that I personally like more than the, you know, red interior. So I see this as like the best version of the new 392. I just, yeah, I find it a little bit annoying that it's called the final edition. It shouldn't be. And, you know, I don't know, Jeep should probably come out with like an apology and be like, hey, you know what, we messed up. We thought this, and maybe they have, and maybe I just haven't read enough stuff, you know? Let's see how fast this is, if I can get this closed before traffic goes again. It is cool that you can do it. I'm not sure how fast you can do this while moving. Probably not too fast. That's fun. Man, if my wife wasn't so pale, then we'd probably do convertible stuff, but she's one of those people, I call her a neon person. I'm probably gonna get canceled on YouTube for this, but it's my wife, so it's okay. She's the one who made the term, by the way. Put it at that. She called herself a neon person, now I call her a neon person. But like, she's so pale that she steps out in the sun for like 5 minutes and she gets sunburned. And some of you will comment that it's like hard life to live. So yeah, sadly convertible life doesn't work for us. But if it does work for you, if you're more like, you know, my complexion, where you can be out in the sun a little bit, you can get a little bit of tan, this is fun. I just wonder if it's reliable. So let me know you guys think about the whole 392 situation. But well, at least I get to review this again in 25, and hopefully if they do another final edition, it's the, actually no, they shouldn't call it the final edition, they should call it the Encore edition, since they already did the final edition here, the Encore edition.